Good morning, everyone. Good morning. All right, today we're going to be doing a myofascial foam. We're not using a foam roller, but it's a myofascial release MFR class. And it's going to really be focused on the upper body. We'll have a couple of stretches, but really with the MFR, you're going to use, if you have two tennis balls, if you just have one, that's fine. Two is preferable, but I'll cue you if there's one on one side, and then I'll just say switch to the other side. But if you have two, that's the best, and a block. So let's get started, and I'll explain the benefits of myofascial release as we go through this. It's one of my favorite things to do, not only alone, like separately, but in addition to my work. I work with athletes, so I love to use these as a pre-warm up before doing yoga or throughout the yoga class. And also, it's like having like a little mini massage, so it's great. All right, so you put the myofascial balls off to the side. For the block, this is the low height, this is the medium height, and this is the high height. So put it on the medium height at the top of your mat, and we're going to be placing our head on the block here, not the neck. So it's really important, stay away from the neck part, and you want it on the bony structure of just on the edge, so your head is resting. And we're really working on the muscles that are come up over the skull right there. So we're not working on the neck. It's really important to go on the neck. And you won't really feel much when it's on the neck, and it will just feel uncomfortable. But just you want to get a gentle, just laying down. So you'll bend your knees, and you can again separate. So first off, you could just maybe lay on the ground. Knees are separate, or feet are separated, knees come together, and then the block comes behind your head, and it's almost like you're tucking your chin. All right, then you find the place and you just let your head go heavy, your body relax. With this one, it's a sneaky one that as you relax, like you don't want to brace your body up. You really want to melt into this. Oh, I realized it didn't have my AirPods. I need those so you can hear me better when I'm way over there. So we'll get those in. There we go. Okay. So you're laying there and letting the body and the head melt into the block. Take a few more breaths here. This is going to be a real chill class. And myofascial release, it's best if you really just think of relaxing into the either the block or the ball. It should never feel painful, but it could feel a little achy. There shouldn't be sharp pain. Sometimes it will feel uncomfortable, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't stay there. So finish up that exhale here. And now what we're going to do is just turn our head gently, like halfway to the side to the left, then come back through center, halfway to the side to the right. And I want you to just feel that contact of the back of your head to the block. And it's maybe you'll notice like, oh, it's maybe a little tender, maybe not, but just go back and forth. Now, when you reach the right side, just pause to the right, and I'd like you to go, stay around halfway. So you're not turning your head all the way, but you're sort of even three-quarters of the way to the right. Now, what you'll do is imagine making tiny circles with your nose. So you're just, and again, gently, and you're relaxing your shoulder because a lot of us like to brace. And just make that once you found maybe an interesting spot, you're making like little circles with your nose to massage that area. It doesn't have to be very big. And then you can go side to side on that spot and then just relax there. Just don't, no movement. And this is where, as you're laying, your body is just melting and allowing the gravity to take over. And the gravity is what is allowing that pressure onto that muscular band. People who have headaches, a lot of times, if it comes through from the back and the neck, it's through this area. All right, now we're going to slowly move through the center and move over to the left side. And again, find the spot. Maybe you want to go all the way to the left and then go back around a quarter or a half till you find that ridge, like this, a little bit of just a tenderness there. And here, make those circles. They don't have to be big. They're like little tiny pencil circles. And maybe you want to move side to side, really small movements, and make them slow, make them mindful. That's the other thing I like about myofascial release is that you really are more mindful. And then now stay in one spot and take a scan to make sure your shoulders relaxed and you're just allowing, take some big breaths. It really signals to your nervous system. This myofascial release activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our rest and digest. It's so important to have a flexible nervous system. Take a couple more breaths here. This is a gem to do anytime. Like you can do any of these movements, body parts separately. Okay, come back through center. And then just you're going to go left to right. Just again, notice the difference. I notice that now when I go left to right, I don't have it, that tenderness on the right side and on the left. It's like it's dissipated or it's lessened a lot. Now come back through center. Raise your head up gently as you remove the block and then put your head on the ground. Whew. Oh, feels so good. Just that is amazing. All right, now you're gonna stay on the ground. Of course, I have to reach for my all of the we're gonna work through the back muscles. And you can see where I place the balls here. I'm coming up just to show you. The balls you're going to on your back with your knees bent and your knees together. You're going to put the two balls, tuck them in, and then we'll put the ball underneath our hips. And this is working the trap area. So you don't you it's like it's a little snug right in there, but you'll know that you have the spot. So you're on your back. Take the left ball in the ball in your left hand and cross your body, put it under the right trap, which is the muscle that goes from the neck to the shoulder, and then the other balls in your right hand, put it under your left side. Now, this may be enough for you. I like to put a block under my hips that lifts up my hips and puts more pressure. So I like to lift my hips up and so you'll feel that it has more weight. The body has more weight on the balls now. So as you're laying here, bring your arms alongside your body, just relaxed alongside. They don't have to be tense. And then you'll inhale, bring your arms above your head, and exhale, lower down. So we're going to just do that 3 more times. Inhale, arms up, and maybe you'll only be able to go a little bit back. You won't be able to go all the way back just because it could be quite tender there. So just maybe your arms just come and hover a little bit over the ground and then you lower them. Let's do one more. Good. Okay, now lift your hips up, lower your hips down. Now for this one, what I basically do is I wiggle down. So I will move the balls and you may have to get up and position them, but the balls are between the shoulder blades and the spine. They're not on the spine. They're just basically along the muscles of the spine, but they're tucked in between the shoulder blades. And, your chest goes up because the balls are right there. And this is a very tender spot for many people. So maybe just if you find that you have a spot and it's too uncomfortable to stay, then maybe you're going to shift up a little bit or down a little bit, like move them around so it's tolerable. You don't want anything that is really uncomfortable. But you want to feel like initially your body's going to go, ooh, what's that? And then it's like you want to get into that muscle a little bit and the fascia. Now, if you're only doing one side, you only have one tennis ball, then you can still do this where you have the ball under the right, between the right shoulder blade and spine. Bring your right hand sort of as off to the side, and then bring the right hand down to the left pocket. So we're going to do this wave of open up the right pec or shoulder, and then exhale as I bring my right hand down to my left pocket. So up, bring the arm up to scarecrow, and then down to the left pocket. We'll do that one more time. And have the breath. Inhale is the scarecrow, exhale, left pocket. Okay, good. Now, also, if you have the ball just on the right side, if you have two balls, just keep them there. Cross your arms, either arm on top, just gently cross your arms and just let your body rock side to side. If you're just on that right side, maybe you're just moving a little bit right side to side, a little bit on that right ball. All right, now we're going to do the left side. So open the arms up just to a T. Bend, a little bend in the left arm, and the palm faces up. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the left hand down to the right pocket. Inhale, open the arm. Exhale, left pocket. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Okay, now again, cross the arms and just do a little bit of side to side movement for that left side because you moved that ball over to the left side when you were moving. There we go. And then just let your body melt a little bit. We're going to just use this as this is a very, all along the spine, this can really downregulate the nervous system. I know it feels like, oh, but it really, when you can take some deep breaths here and find a spot that is productive but not painful, It should just feel like, again, it could be a dull ache and things just, when you have the ball there, I just had an adjustment, not on my spine, but on my shoulder. It's really good to have. Okay, now you're going to roll off. I'm able to take the balls out just like that. Now, the next spot that you're going to put the ball is between, it's on the back. Again, it's on the side of the spine. And we'll put two balls on the side of the spine. It's between the rib cage and the hips. So it really is low back, but it's between the rib cage and the hips. It's not on the lower back, it's not on the sacrum. It's above the hip area. And for some, this may be enough. This is the QL. We're going to bring our right knee up, and you may have to adjust that ball a little bit to find a spot. And this may be enough by bending the knee, right knee, and you're holding it with your hands. Or maybe you're going to cross I like to cross my knee, my ankle, right ankle over the left, and then I'm leaning over a little bit. I lean over to the right side just a little, just to put more pressure again. And because the QL is quite deep, and when you're here in the myofascial position, the longer you stay in a position, it puts the pressure on that fascia, and then the fascia will redistribute and communicate with the rest of the brain and the body to send the fluid to that area to restructure, to reorganize, to heal that area. All right, now come back through center. We're going to change sides. So again, this side is actually, sometimes I have the right side is more tender. This side is a bit more tender. My left knee is up and I'm holding the thigh here. I'm going to cross the ankle over the left ankle over the right, and I'm going to lean. And this is more tender for me as I'm moving over. So I'm going to take some deep breaths here. All right, good. Come back through center. Remove the balls. And I just want you to extend your legs and notice how alive the back is. Come into a quick shavasana. And this is where we'll end class here. I'll just breathe here a little bit with you. You're using the myofascial maybe before you do some other stretches and movement. Today we just really focused on the upper back, but it can be really great before in the evening, before you go to bed. You could do this in the morning when you wake up. If you have a tight neck or back, this can be really helpful. And just notice the sides or the whole back area, just the space. And for me, I had one side of my neck had been bothering me this week, and this really has helped. All right, now we're going to slowly come up, make your way all the way up. Thanks for joining me today.